Morning guys, how are you doing everybody? Englishman in Malta. Today I'm going to do a foodie one. Many people have been asking me, why don't you do some more cooking, Steve? So just the time really, because you know, to get round to cooking, I'm out and about a lot, so it's a bit difficult. So what do you do when you're in a rush and you want to do your favourite pie? You buy it. This company, Frosty and Mills, I've bought their product quite a few times. They've got a nice chicken and mushroom. There's a massive range in all the supermarkets in Malta. Today I'm going to try my favourite, Lampuki. What's Lampuki, Steve? Now, many of you tourists coming to Malta, you would hear and you would see on the menu Lampuki, fresh in August, because the seasoning comes, what's it called? Dorado, or dolphin fish, maho maho. Those are the names. Mahi mahi, I think that's the pronunciation. Comes the end of August, but when you can't get it fresh, buy it. I did a pie, and I didn't do it on video because I had some problems with the camera. So I might, if you want me to do it in August, let me know. But Lampuki is lovely, just fresh, just fried with garlic and capers. There's a lot of different ways. You can see it when you're over in Malta, August, you'll find in Marshall's a lot of people go down. When you go down to the market on Sunday morning, Marshall's Market, have a look on, there's loads of fish places there. Around August time, normally the fish come in. There's a very interesting way they catch Lampuki. Anyway, I'll tell you that in a second. Stay with the video. We're going to have a quick look at this. Frosty and Mills. I don't know much about the company. I know they're in Ormi. They make a lot of pie products. They're very well known here in Malta, and you find it in all the large supermarkets. And as I say, that I haven't had a bad pie with them. They've all been nice pastry. If you can't, 30 minutes. I think that's what it says. Cook for 30 minutes. You know the only thing about this, if you buy it, they say put it on 220 for 30 minutes. Now, what I've found is 220 is too hot for it. And really, I never put a pie in too hot. And I put it in. I never put a pie in really that heat from the beginning. But I thought, maybe because it's frozen, but it got burnt on the top. Well, it was getting burnt on the top. And underneath was still uncooked. So I think sort of 180 to 200 maybe, and keep an eye on it and put a tester in to see sort of how it's going. I think 220 is too much and you'll get it burnt. So here's the product. I know guys, I know what you're saying. Buy the stuff yourself, Steve. Do it yourself. And I do, and I want to put it on my other channel, Englishman Foodie. I do a really mean pastry. So maybe if you give me a shout in the comments, I might do that. I might do some different pies with the pastry I make. It's a very simple pastry, and I found it. I always had lots of trouble with pastry. Or it wouldn't hold together. The short crust one, it wouldn't hold together, and these sort of things. But now I found out how to do it. You know, like with almost frozen butter, little bit of salt in the flour, normal flour. Don't worry about the flour. And the most important is when you've put it all together, when you've kneaded it a little bit, put it in for about an hour. Sometimes I put it in the day before the pastry, and then when you use it, it's really cold, and it comes out excellent. Anyway, here's the pie. It's in a foil. It says cook it from the foil, and the oven is what, Anne?
Steve, how many times have I got to tell you? Make sure you heat that oven up first.
That's Anne, my Patreon. She's from a lovely place in Cornwall. Aye. Steve, that's not a Cornish accent. Hey, the pasties are to die for. Send me one over, Anne. Put it in a box and send me over a Cornish pasty. I love them, those Cornish pasties. You have a bit of breakfast and you just have a Cornish pasty the rest of the day. It's enough. They're enormous if you have the proper Cornish pasty. Go and buy it from the proper places. not these cheap frozen ones. Anyway, there it is. I want to check if I've got I don't think I've got to brush it with anything. Doesn't say anything about it. 220 says for 30 minutes until golden brown. So sometimes they go by themselves, but obviously if you're doing a pastry yourself, you would brush it with some egg wash or milk wash or whatever you want to do. Let's bung it in the oven, 30 minutes.
Let's bung it in the oven, 30 minutes.
Doesn't smell much, but I tell you, I was surprised on the chicken and mushroom I tried. There was quite some good helpings of chicken. This has only got, what was it, got 13% of fish in there. We call it Lampuki. What were the names? Maho, Dorando, dolphin fish. It all comes to Malta and we grab it when it comes here. But the other pies were nice. 13%. I don't know, it doesn't sound like a lot, but let's see what it tastes like. €5.74. I'll put the equivalent underneath in. I normally put it in UK sterling, but if you want me to put it in any other, just Google it, hey. Anyway, let's put it in. Oven is preheated. And that's the pastry on the top. You know what I normally do? I put it on a tray, or I put it in some kind of like a dish or something, because last time I did have a little bit of leakage. I think it was because it was too hot. So have a think about that. Obviously, if you want to carry on with their instructions, 220, they've said that for some reason. But I found it was burning too much on the top and the underneath wasn't. It might be my oven because it's fan assisted. So that could be something to look into as well. So there it is, Lampuki pie. It comes over in August. Fishermen go out and they catch it in Maltese waters. Now there's a way they catch it. And I saw them in Master Schlock. It was very interesting. They go out with the ferns. And what they do is they lay the ferns on the top of the water. Or out, I'm talking about miles out to sea. Put all these ferns on top. And the Lampuki, they go underneath it. She shelter from, because August is here. It's fierce sun. Even the roads melt in August, apart from us melting. And the Lampuki go underneath to shelter from the sun. And they get nabbed. Anyway, we'll be back in 30 minutes. We'll give it a try. It's not just got Lampuki, that's why it's 13%. You can see there's a whole mixture, and I'll put the ingredients below. It's a traditional sort of Maltese mix, carrots and peas, I think there is in there. It's very small. I can't read exactly. Oh, it's tomato puree, which goes in a lot of dishes here in Malta. A mix of vegetables. Anyway, I'll put a list of what they put into it. But in your Lampuki pie, if you want to make one, very, very simple. You just flake the Lampuki and you put some mixture of vegetables. Last time I put capers and olives, tomato puree, oregano I put in. I put that mixture, that Italian mixture. I love it. That goes into everything, even breakfast. I think I have to have it intravenous. No, it's a nice taste. It's got a little bit of chili, some oregano, which is the traditional Italian dish. And we're virtually cooking like Italians here, because there's a lot of pasta here, lots of pizza. So if you come to Malta, coming on holiday to Malta, you'll enjoy it. There's a lot of dishes we have. But we've got some traditional ones. And actually I'm going out soon. I'm not sure exactly when it's planned. There is some very interesting Maltese dishes from Malta, which I'm going to eat. Wait for it. Fennec. Now what's fennec, Steve? It's rabbit. Zemel. Oh, Steve, is that a snake? No, it's a horse. And there's a few other dishes. I'm going to a traditional restaurant and I'm going to try it out. So, and it's a place where many tourists don't really go. So it's going to be a really sort of Maltese restaurant. So look out for that. Probably in a couple more weeks' time, something like that. We're waiting for the Lampuki pie. 30 minutes. Steven, you've been blah, blah, blah already for 5 minutes. Back to you soon, guys. There it is. Frosty and Mills Lampuki pie, savoury pastry filled with dorado cooked in a tomato sauce. It's 1 kilo for $5.74. I don't know if you go to other supermarkets, maybe you get it cheaper. And I did see once they did a special offer, and I don't know if that was a supermarket, if you buy a couple of the same product, which they've got a massive range of chicken and mushrooms. I can't think. I'm stuck. But I'll put the different ones. If I get some pictures of them, I'll put. I don't get paid for it. I don't. Actually, I was going to reach out to them to find a little bit of history. They're in Ormy, which is just down the road from me. It's an industrial place down there, quite a lot. Ormy is fantastic, the centre, but a little bit out, there is quite a lot of industrial places. So let's see what happens. I never heard from Frosty and Mills. Maybe if you know anybody there or they want to reach out. If you're interested, I'll do a few more projects of theirs. Frozen in 30 minutes. It's a quick family meal. And 1 kilo, it's enough. You can mix some mashed potatoes with it, or put some extra veg, a nice gravy, something like that. Let's give it 30 minutes and we'll be back soon, guys. Whoa! Hi guys, it's ready. I've been checking it though, on and off. Because it does say there, I didn't see it because it's quite small writing, and my old eyes couldn't read it. You can brush it with an egg if you want, but it came lovely and brown. And it's 220, 30 minutes, or until golden brown, so you'd have to keep an eye on it. Last time, I did see it slightly getting, because I left it and I 30 minutes at 220. But it depends on your oven, because I've noticed lots of people have different types of ovens with the heat-assisted fan, and some have old ovens, so obviously they're not working as good as the modern ones. Anyway, it's ready, guys, and it looks blooming lovely. It's very hot. Look how nice the pastry came. Last time I didn't bother to put any egg on it, but if I'm doing it myself, I would paste, put a little bit of egg wash on the top of it. It's going to be very hot. Smells really lovely. I'm not getting paid for this, guys, so don't think that I'm pushing this. I'm mostly pushing it because it's a local company, Frosty and Mills. You know what I like to do to help local companies. I'm not sure why. There's a there's a video that just went up. Not sure where it's going to be. And I really like to help sort of local arts and crafts and things like that. And it was a guy that I found him when I went to do the arts and crafts. Maybe people are interested in arts and crafts. I don't know why, because I'm fascinated. And I went to Floriana and I saw like this loom, and his mum is in charge of it. And he said, oh, he'll be back soon if you want to have a look and we'll show you how to work it. And then it stuck in my mind. I thought, shall I contact him and see if I can get to, maybe he's doing something at home or something. It's got a lovely place. And I think I videoed it very nicely. I showed a lot of it. But the video really, it didn't do very well at all. And tell me why, guys. Tell me in the comments. It's struggled. Most of my videos get to 2,000. I'm not the biggest channel in Malta. I know many don't like my ways, or many don't like what I show, and I don't like controversial things. He says when he's on the Facebook. But people take me the wrong way. Oh, I've got a frog in my throat, guys. A lot of people from overseas will be saying, oh, Steve, go to the doctor. How did you get a frog in your throat? That's what we say, us Brits, when you got a tittle, and I've got a bit of a tittle. There it is anyway. Let's just tell you, Lampuki pie, Foster and Mills, 1 kilo, I forget how much, $5.74. Maybe you can get more expensive, maybe a bit less, maybe there's a special offer. Lots of supermarkets and small shops in the frozen section, because it comes frozen and you cook it from frozen. It's a savoury pastry. filled with a dorado cooked in tomato sauce. Many of us would know it as lampuki. Lampuki can do it many different ways, even just fried. I know a lot of people buy it and they go out sort of with the primers and they cook it like that. Look at this pastry, guys. Have a look at it. I've got the sniffs and I don't know where it came from. Might be a bit of hay fever. I've got the sniffs and a tickly cock. Oh, look at that. That's lovely. It's more crunchy than my pastry, but they're professionals. It's got 13%. That's the only thing. When I do my lampuki pie, I pack it so obviously this is a mass-produced pie. I'm hoping it's going to come out. I'm not sure about the photograph on the front. Let me just go. Steve, cut. Excuse me for a minute. Wow, it comes out of nowhere. I think it's hay fever, and it's a very nice day, but it's a bit sort of we call it like it's September-ish, a bit low cloud. Little bit of sun comes out sometimes, but anyway, let's get on with the business. We're gonna do the pie. It's a lovely pastry. I haven't cut it properly, I think. It smells really lovely, and I think it's got caught a little bit on the side there. Ooh. Not exactly like the photograph. Let's just take out the first one. I think the problem is what you need to let it cool a little bit. There it is, guys, and it came out a little bit too hot, but it really doesn't matter. Now let me tell you, I'm going to do this like this because I'm just doing a taste test, but normally the traditional Maltese way is with some chips, and I do it with some chips and a caper sauce, caper, olives, onions, little bit of pepper, some chili pepper, tomato puree. That sort of. If you want to know about it, I'll do one, but it will be a very short video. I was thinking of doing it on this one, but I was going to just concentrate on this. It's Frosty and Mills Lampuki pie, 1 kilo. So like you could serve 4. I'm not sure what it says the servings are. Does it say something about it? 30 minutes on 220. 220, but keep your eye on it. Let me just twist that round because serves 4. Okay, but serves 4, and you'll have to put something with it. Traditional ways, chips. If you go to like Marsh's Slock, ask for lampuki pie, they'll serve it with chips. I'm not sure that with some Maltese bread. Maltese bread, guys. If you're ever first time in Malta, kiddie, Maltese bread and pastizzi. Let's try it out. Well, I'm seeing some large chunks. Not great, not big chunks. Lovely sauce with peas and tomatoes. There is lampuki, but not a big amount of lampuki. I'm not sure if it's mixed with the other. Sometimes you can find it. I'm not coming across chunks of lampuki. It's more like it's broken up a little bit. The pastry, let me try the pastry. Pastry is gorgeous. Especially the top bit. The underneath is cooked perfect. So I don't know, always pies, I'm a bit careful because you can get the top cooked too fast and the underneath doesn't get cooked. But it's a good idea in foil because foil sort of heats it up on the underneath and it's cooked perfect underneath. Lovely crunchy top. A bit sparing with the lampuki. You've got the taste of the lampuki, but there's no chunks of lampuki. I know the fish flakes a lot, the lampuki, when you cook it. Look at that pastry. It's beautiful on the top here. Lovely pastry. It shows it chunks of lampuki and there's nothing there. But I'm not distracting from the taste. The taste is lovely. I just think 13%. Maybe it needs a little bit more. I don't know. I'm not knocking it, but I would have preferred a little bit more lampuki. But you've got a really good, strong taste of it. So maybe it's just flaked up a lot. I'm trying to get the taste. I wonder if there's I'll have to look at the instructions, the ingredients. There's definitely a nice strong taste in there. It seems like a bit semi-puff pastry. It could be like a bit puff pastry. Very nice, very crunchy, very tasty. I like it. Nothing like a homemade lampuki pie, but it's a frozen $5.74, serves 4. Bung some chips with it. I make a capers and tomato sauce, very easy. Onions, some green peppers, fry them down a little bit. Some tomato puree or passata I use. Capers, olives, and then some herbs, mostly sort of, you can put chives in it. You can put oregano. Oregano is used a lot because we've got like a little bit of Italian influence here in the cooking. But it was lovely. $5.74, it works out. So what did it work out in? Sort of not even one something a portion. Steve, get your maths going. Put it in the comments. €6. So it's about 150, something like that. Some chips. Maybe if you want to, the Maltese way wouldn't put veg with it, but you can put some veg with it. Great meal for 4 or a family meal for €6. If you want to go and buy some lampuki, it starts off really weird here in Malta. Starts off very expensive. They're a smaller fish, and then when they start catching it, the price comes down a little bit. Although last year it didn't come down a lot. It was very, very expensive. And then if you want lampuki, you could make a nice pie. I wonder if you could make it for €6, a lampuki pie. If you bought a lampuki, because that would probably influence them making the pie when they bought the lampuki. Because sometimes it's expensive, but they would buy huge amounts, I would imagine. I can't fault it for €6. It's very good. Maybe if I say something on the negative side, I would have expected a bit more lampuki, but it says 13%. So anyway, that was lampuki pie from Malta, Englishman in Malta, on a beautiful day. It's getting hot, guys. So if you come in the summer, bring a good hat, some good walking shoes, and some sun lotion, because I've seen a lot. I've just walked a little bit around Bujiba. There's some pink people there, and it'll damage your skin. Go careful when you come here. You don't expect it, because a lot of people, straight away, they go out. and their skin like straight away gets red and you spoil the rest of your holiday. Take it easy, cover your skin and be careful. Bye guys, Englishman in Malta. Lampuki pie.